people, what's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Arsenal just beat Newcastle 3-2 in a friendly over in Singapore. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, my jaw was on the floor. I could not believe what I was seeing from the 15-year-old Max Dowman. He stole the show. He stole the show. Max Dowman steals the show. He makes the whole game about himself, and in a good way. He was moving like Messi out there. The way that he was just taking on several men, and not young men, grown men like Joe Linton were coming at him, and he was brushing them aside like it was nothing. That game proved to me a couple things today, but we're going to break it all down. We're going to talk all about it. Please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into it, as there's a lot to discuss on today's show with everything that happened in today's friendly. I keep saying behind closed doors, but it was clearly not behind closed doors. But let's get into it. First thing you need to know, Arsenal conceded first. And the first goal that we conceded, Elanga's goal was it was what it is. You give them too much space on one side of the pitch. Tonali gets the ball, slices it into the box, and from there you just need to get it on target and try to find a way to get it on target. But what happened was Elanga sliced it and he hit the shot with his right foot. It bounced off his left foot, and it kind of it left Raya for dead. So Raya fell towards his left hand, towards his right hand side, thinking that the player was going to shoot it with his right foot to the far left corner. But then it deflected off his left foot into the right side of the pitch. And then that's where that ended up leaving us in a silly situation where we're down 1-0. And I was just like, yeah, sloppy, but hey, these things happen. You keep it moving. And we kept it moving. And the best part about it was when we conceded that goal, it was about the 6th minute mark. So until the 6th minute mark, until the 33rd minute mark, then we see Newcastle do what Newcastle do. They basically parked a back four, put another 5 people in front of them, and then they basically played 1-5-4. They played with a very deep block and tried to basically defend and try to hit us on the counter for a second. It didn't really work. We found our way, and the way that we found our way was Mikel Moreno basically winning the ball back high up the pitch, quickly countering, reversing it, and Kai Havertz showing that he's improved with his hold-up play. Maybe it's because he's been in the gym and getting a little bit stronger. He's definitely improved with his hold-up play, and honestly, the hold-up play was a crucial piece to the puzzle on why we ended up scoring the goal, right? And then you have the Mikel Moreno's tidy finish. He makes it 1-0, and then the second goal, Kai Havertz once again out wide this time. He crosses it into the box, and it would have gone to Saka if it wasn't for Murphy. Is it Jacob Murphy who plays for what's his name? Jacob Murphy, is that his name? It was one of the Alex Murphy, poor guy, 21-year-old Irish kid, puts it in the back of the net. And if that was somebody on our team putting it in the back of the net, that would have been a tidy finish. But when it's your own player doing an own goal with that much ferocity, it's very funny. And quickly, within 2 minutes, Arsenal bounce back and take a 1-goal lead and make it a 2-goal lead. And we're going to talk about individual performances, but I just want to finish off. Then there was a bunch of substitutions, and from the 60th minute mark, from when Kai Havertz came off for Martinelli, Azpilicueta came on for Raya, Dowman came on for Saka, and Rice came on for Moreno, it became the Max Dowman show. And when I say it became the Max Dowman show, I mean from the first second when he received the ball, the Newcastle player slapped him in the face, Joe Linton, and made him realize, yeah, you're here playing with men. And he didn't care. The 15-year-old took the ball and said, I'm going into the box. I'm going to make something happen. First thing he does, drives from deep, gets the ball, drives from deep, runs past a couple players, tries to get it into the far corner, doesn't get it far enough. The goalkeeper saves it. Then the second time, He takes the ball. I'm not even gonna do the Messi comparisons, but it was Messi-esque the way that he slid past one guy, left him for dead, dropped his shoulder, kept it moving, and then boom, got into the box. Joe Linton tripped him up. We get the penalty for the final goal of the game. And the reason why I say Max Dowman was the man of the match, in my opinion, from the 60-minute onward, it was the Max Dowman show. Nobody else. And in the short time period that Max was on the pitch, I feel like everything was being catered to him. I feel like he had the most touches from the moment he came on. And every time he got the ball, you stood up and you're like, what's happening? He took 2 shots. He won the penalty. He had a total of, what was it? He was winning defensive duels also. He had 6 duels that he won. He was fouled 3 times. 3 times he was fouled, taken down. He was making recovery runs. He successfully dribbled past 2 people throughout the game. But imagine all of this is done in a total of 16 touches. He had 16 touches. He touched the ball 16 times. And I'm telling you, the guy's the man of the match. That's unbelievable. The guy is unbelievable. He's 15 years old. I can't believe it, honestly. 15 years old. Unbelievable. I have to give it up to him. This kid is going to get an opportunity with the first team. And I wanted to start off by talking about Max Dowman because he needs to be spoken about. At the age of 15, doing what he's doing, shout out to him. I thought he was going to struggle physically to play against the team like Newcastle, but from minute 1, he came on, he made it happen. And whenever he got on the ball, I felt like I stood up. I was literally blown away. I'm not over exaggerating. If you guys watch it back, you can watch it back yourself. I'm scared to play the clips in case I get copyrighted, but boy, was it a performance from him. Now, let me just quickly speak about some of the other people involved in the game before we go any further. Some of the players I want to speak. So I spoke about Max Dowman. Some of the other things that we're going to speak about in a second. But you know what the good thing was? We seen that Victor Gyökeres was in the building, and he's going to be there for the game versus Spurs. Yes, Victor Gyökeres was in the building, and to the point where he was even meeting with his teammates. He met up with Kai Havertz, met up with Bukayo Saka. And with Victor Gyökeres there, that just tells me he's going to be available to play against Spurs in the next game. We're going to get to see a Victor Gyökeres debut in the preseason. That is great to hear. Also, just quickly speaking about some of the standouts, I thought Kai Havertz was a standout. He was good on the ball, being able to hold off players. Physically, he's a lot stronger. It helped him massively to save himself the headache of having to get brushed off the ball like he used to. He now can just arm them away and keep himself very much balanced with physicality that he's built up throughout the time when he was injured. Also, Mikel Moreno, once again, tidy finish, showing that he's a clinical finisher. Really do rate Mikel Moreno for that. We're going to talk about these two in a second, but I want to finish off by speaking about Zubimendi quickly. Zubimendi impressed me. And Zubimendi not only impresses me on the ball, it's what he does off the ball. Defensively, Zubimendi is a very good defensive player. You would think somebody who's so good technically on the ball and is so good at passing and creating chances and line splitting passes would not be as good defensively, but he was intercepting balls. He was making defensive actions left, right, and center, recoveries all over the pitch on numerous occasions. And although Jorginho was amazing at everything on the ball, at this late in his career, he was nowhere near the player defensively. And I do think with Martin Zubimendi, we have the best of both worlds. And he's really, really impressed me with his capability defensively. He wins the ball back so easily. And I'm just looking at him. I'm like, you're deceptively good on the defensive side of the pitch. I did not think Zubimendi would be that good defensively. I'm quite impressed with how good Zubimendi was. And that was kind of like my halftime approach. The rest of the game was really Max Dowman. Max Dowman was my man of the match. I couldn't believe it. But I wanted to talk about Calafiori. Yeah. So what's happened with Calafiori is he looked good at center back, but I'm not gonna lie, he's not a center back. He was overlapping. He was playing like a left back at times, with how forward he was going. He's really good on the ball. He's kind of a maverick in the way that he plays, in my opinion. But the thing is, he got injured again, and I'm just concerned. Can he stay fit? I hope he can, but in his short time period at Arsenal, Calafiori has been injured a lot, and it's a little concerning. It is a little concerning, in my opinion. I hope it's just he went to the showers early to get himself sorted. But Calafiori, in his time at Arsenal, injuries have been a problem, and in his short career, injuries have been a problem. Arteta provides an immediate Calafiori update after the Newcastle game, and he tells us that, what does he say about Calafiori? He says he was forced off with an injury. The boss provides an update. He says it was a little tweak. So hopefully it doesn't know how serious it is. So hopefully it's not too serious. It's just a little bit of a tweak. That's what he says. I hope it's not anything more than that. But that's the update on Calafiori's injury. Does he say anything on William Saliba's injury? I don't know. But in his short time period, Calafiori, since he's signed for Arsenal, he has missed 2 games due to a calf problem. Sorry, no, this is not right. No, that's not right. Surely he hasn't missed that many games at Arsenal. Calafiori played a decent amount of games, if I'm not mistaken. No, let me see how many games he missed, because I can't remember Calafiori's injury history right now. Injury record, Calafiori's injury record. Hey, what the hell? Calafiori has missed a lot of games in this short time period at Arsenal. 2 games, 8 games, that's 10 games, 14 games, 17 games. What the hell? He's missed 27 games in his time at Arsenal. Can you believe that? Can you believe Calafiori's missed 27 games? He's only been here for 1 year, and he's missed 27 games? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's missed that many games. That is crazy. That is crazy that he missed that many games, and he's only been here for a short period. Wow. Wow. Yeah, might be another Tomiyasu. Bologna's cursed. Hey, hopefully he's not, because he's a little bit younger. Hopefully he's not. But hey, any news on Saliba? Saliba. Let me see. Saliba, I think he just went to the toilet. I don't think there's anything about Saliba. Is there anything on Saliba? Let's see. Yeah, Saliba was walking around the pitch at full time fine. He looked perfectly fine. Saliba doesn't seem serious. Injury with Saliba was not serious. Let me show you guys what they're saying about Saliba right here. So yeah, good news, Arsenal. William Saliba's injury doesn't seem serious. He was subbed off and went straight down the tunnel, feeling dizzy after head-to-head collision with or however you pronounce his name, but 10 minutes early, and looks fine in this case. So there you go. And he was walking around perfectly fine after the game also. So there you have it. So is Gabriel Magalhaes right there with him too. So let's keep an eye out on this situation, see if anything changes. But yeah, really, really, really really good preseason performance from the team. Good to see a bunch of players. Yeah, he got elbowed by this guy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. You guys know me with pronunciations. I'm never that good. But overall, we've spoken about the injuries. We spoke about things. Zubimendi, Max Dowman. Somehow Bukayo Saka got man of the match. Basically, they let the fans in the stadium decide who the man of the match is. And I just thought that was very silly. So, yeah, let them do their thing. Let them decide who the man of the match is. I couldn't really give a shit. It is what it is. But that is what happened there. I thought Martin Odegaard came on and he was quite good also. By the way, Gabriel Magalhaes, Timber, what do you call it? Timber, Gabriel Magalhaes, and what's his name? So you got Victor Gyökeres, Timber, Gabriel Magalhaes, and the other centre back we just signed, Christian Mosquera. The four of them did not feature. Timber, they're just they're just fitness wise. They just want to make sure he's fine. Gabriel Magalhaes, they don't want to risk it yet. So maybe closer to the end of preseason, they'll risk it. Victor Gyökeres, he just came from doing his medical and everything over in the UK. He just landed, so it was a little too early for him to play right away. And Christian Mosquera, most likely we'll probably see him versus Tottenham also. So both Gyökeres and Christian Mosquera will most likely play against Tottenham, and that is the situation. And yeah, people saying aura. That man definitely has aura. Yeah, moving like Messi. F my life, Mr. Messi. You know what? He was moving like Messi. That was the reality. Igal, do you think Eze can play on the wing? I spoke with Crystal Palace fans, and they told me he isn't as good as playing on the wing as I think we should go for Rodrigo since he is the right profile. No, 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 no. Listen, our wingers are more central. Our wingers are not always touchline wingers. Look at Saka. Saka cuts in a lot. Martinelli is more of a touchline guy, but really and truly, I don't think Eze is going to have a problem because the area of the pitch where Eze plays is Ebrichi Eze. Let me show Sofa score. Let me go to Sofa score. Sofa score. No, first of all, we are buying Ebrichi Eze to play multiple positions, not just out wide completely, but if you go to where Eze actually plays for Palace in the Premier League last season and where he predominantly plays and what area of the pitch he plays, even though he's playing central for them, he drifts out wide to the left a lot. And this is just this is Eze's heat map for last season in the Premier League. As you can see, majority of the games that he's playing in that area of the pitch where we need the assistance on the left, similar to how Martin Odegaard is somebody who's playing as a midfielder, but he's playing predominantly on the right. He gives us more balance. And even if we want to play him as an 8, we can play as him an 8. Even if we want to play him he's a left inside forward. He's more of like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's basically the area of the pitch he's going to play as a winger for Arsenal is what he does at Crystal Palace already. So it's not a big concern. And if I go all the way back to 2022-2023 season, you can see he played on both wings back then. For pretty much his whole career, he's pretty much played there on that left side. So I'm not sure why people are now all of a sudden trying to re-spin the wheel. Don't forget, we bought Timber. He was a center back. We bought Ben White. He was a center back. We don't necessarily buy players in that already play in the position that we have an idea for them. Sometimes we buy players and we decide that they're going to be playing a little bit differently than what they are traditionally. And some of the best wingers are players who can cut inside and make it happen on the inside also. It gives us more tactical flexibility. I'm not too concerned about people saying that he's not a good left winger. For Arsenal, he's going to be playing as a left winger because our left back is going to potentially be out wide, hugging the touchline. He's going to be the guy who's going to be on the inside, making things happen. You don't have to worry about that. Hopefully you understand that. Romero is going to deal with Gyökeres. Don't worry, Iga. We'll see. Yeah, I seen the tweet from Hand of Arsenal. That's my boy, by the way. Hand of Arsenal. He's a real one right there. He changed his name of Hand of Berta. Oh man, he is taking the piss. He changed his name to Hand of Berta, taking the piss. Oh man, Saka and Max Dowman. Oh man, that is hilarious. Yeah, shout out to don't sleep on Mari Salmon, best center back in his age group, rated very, very highly by everyone at the club. Pair him with Dowman as one to select a few who genuinely break into the starting 11, currently being monitored by Saliba. being mentored by Saliba. There you have it. You got another young up and coming player right there. So we got Max Dowman already in the background. Plus we got this youngster that we can look at, that we can say, you know what, hopefully he can break through and do some stuff also. Overall though, great performances from pretty much everybody. If I'm gonna give player ratings, Raya could have done better. I'll give him a 5. I think he could have done better today, but both kind of were one was deflected. The second one he really didn't see where it was. Maybe 5 is harsh. I'll give him a 6. As for next, Miles Lewis Skelly, I will give Miles Lewis Skelly a 6. Nah, I'm gonna give Miles Lewis Skelly. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. I didn't really think he stood out too much today. Just average performance. Calafiori, before he got injured, I thought he was quite well. I'll give him a 7. Saliba, similar situation. I'll give him a 7. Ben White, I think he can do better at shooting. Ben White seems to always get the ball and shoot it over the bar and completely miss the target. So he needs to get a little bit better at shooting. But overall performance, I'll give him a 6. Moreno, solid performance, got a goal, won the ball back. Him and Zubimendi looked really good in the midfield. To all the people calling him shit, you guys need to reevaluate your talent ID, as Moreno is not a bad player. He's really decent. And I give him an 8 out of 10. I think Zubimendi was really good also, 7.5. Saka, one of the standout performances attacking wise. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a goal from any of his chances that he created. I'll give him a 7.5. Ethan had a slow day today, but he's still one of our more attacking players. He showed it in the last game. This game wasn't really up to it. But overall 6. Trossard, overall 6. Havertz, solid performance, 2 assists, in my opinion, based on the second goal being an own goal, and he passed the ball into the net. So I'll give him a 8. And then Martin Odegaard came out on the pitch, 46 minutes. He looked good. I'll give him a 7. First thing he does, Martin Odegaard, by the way, when he comes on the pitch, is nutmegs a couple people. Looks really nice. So I'll give him that. Kivior came on for Calafiori. Solid performance for him. Give him a 6. Aspilicueta made some good saves. 6. Max Dowman, 8 out of 10. Amazing performance from him. Martinelli actually created so many good chances from his crosses. I think he created 2 clear-cut good chances, but nobody's in the box. And Martinelli is going to feed guys like Gyökeres next season with the amount of ability he has to get into dangerous areas. If Gyökeres is just in the box ready to tap it in, I could see maybe 2 or 3 goals from Martinelli just squaring it to Gyökeres in the foreseeable future. Declan Rice not playing to start the game, you can kind of see how bad we are transitionally defensively without more steel in the midfield. But that could also just be because it was early in the game and we're being silly. But we did improve on that later on in the game. Declan Rice, I'll give him a 6. Josh Nicholas. You know, the fact that Josh Nicholas was playing, it reminded me that Heaven was on our team last year. And Heaven starts for Manchester United now. Like, he starts games for them. Josh Nicholas, unfortunately, will never get a start at Arsenal this upcoming season. There's just too many guys ahead of him. Heaven made the right move for his career, but is Josh Nicholas somebody we could potentially sell or keep around the team and maybe move on? I don't know. He is 19 years old. He's an up and coming player. He's a left back. He's not really. Is he really going to get ahead of Miles Lewis Skelly or any of the guys that we currently have? I don't think so. Shout out to Mari Salman, another one who came on after 77 minutes. Zinchenko came on after 77 minutes. I'm not going to rate a bunch of those guys because the guys who came on after 77 minutes, I felt like they didn't play enough minutes to actually give them a proper rating. But overall, great preseason game. Really did enjoy it. I thought this was the shining light of the game was, of course, Max Dowman, and hopefully he continues to shine, and hopefully we continue to see more great things from Max Dowman. But for now, I'll leave you guys ado. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It is difficult for me to do more videos at this moment in time with everything going on in my life, but I will continue to try to churn out videos as much as I can, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully you guys enjoy the next one. As for all the people in the chat, if I can see some of your chats quickly, Berta, we'll get rid of him. Big up Egal, 21, 2 months and 12 days. since Arteta last won a league. You guys are weirdos. Then you got Zubimendi, what a baller. Big up. We are cooking. Newcastle are playing American football. Yeah, they weren't even playing football. I love Max Dowman's attitude. He got fouled in the penalty and got up straight away. Did not complain. I love that. Yep, big up. Max Dowman was the best player today, 100%. Big up Egal. What a performance by Max, 100%. My short explain why Max was great player contributing to Yamal. I'm not comparing me. I'm not making those comparisons yet. Got to protect the kid. He will be special, 100%. That's very scary. This boy is mental. 2 shots on target and the penalty. Yeah, that is crazy. Max Dowman was elbowed in the face, and almost as soon as he came on to, yeah, that is true. He needs game time as much as possible. You don't want to give him too much, but at the same time, you ease him in slowly. Arteta has the right balance of that. Havertz looked a little slower. I don't know. He looked all right. If you don't mind, if you don't ask me. Hey, what else is there? 3 goals from Newcastle mistakes. Need to make their own goals. Okay, penalty, fair. Newcastle mistake. The first goal, Mikel Moreno won the ball back. That was our own. We created the goal. Havertz was the one who passed it to Mikel Moreno. It was a tidy finish. That was a good goal. The penalty, Max Dowman made that goal. Yes, Newcastle made a mistake, but Max Dowman basically created that goal. The cutback where it's the own goal, fair. Already mentioned this. Are you happy with Madueke at left wing? Who's to say Madueke will play left wing? We don't know. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up here. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love for the love, people. Imagine beating Newcastle in a nothing game and getting gassed. You couldn't even beat them when it mattered. We beat them last season. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, if you're talking about the League Cup, those days are done. We're on 2025. It's July. We're looking ahead to the new season. I'm not here for all the dead banter. Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Love for the love. And remember, preseason doesn't matter as much as people make it out to be. But what matters is seeing glimpses of what you think can make a difference for you in the next season. And I do think seeing signs from Zubimendi and Max Dowman, I'm quite impressed with some of the stuff that I've seen today. Hey, I'll leave you guys here. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Catch you guys in the next video. Love for the love, people. And I'm out of here. Peace.